Hi guys, I'm Mumsy and welcome to Mumsy Gaming. Right, so we are playing, I should say, Gold Rush, the game, and I've just started a new game on the leaderboard. So the first thing I'm going to do is collect the stories. So because it's full price, we're not going to be able to collect a few of the parcels, so we're only going to be able to get up to Old Arnold, but that's alright because the main aim is to reduce the cost of fuel and parts in the store. So we'll collect the factory magnetite area, Old Arnold's radio station, blacksmith, the native village, Collapse Road, Rivertown is one we can't, hotel obviously because that's where we start, the junkyard, the railroad, the Henberg gold mine, the boat centre, Bearpaw Lake, can't collect Pine Valley, the sawmill we will collect, the factory we can collect, Nighthawk we can't. Alright, so let's get to it. First, so you start at the hotel. Right, there's a fast travel point just here. Can't unlock it. We have $450. Alright, so there's 3 pieces here. And as you see, the notification comes up that you will get a blinking on your screen. Right, so the first piece, if you come down to the hotel, is right near the door, just to the left, and collect it. So it tells us that we get a 1% discount at the gas station and a 1% discount at the warehouse when buying spare parts. So we're not going to get the special painting because we can't collect those 3 parcels. Alright, so once you've got that first piece, come over here towards the chair on the right hand side. There's another piece. Let's collect that. And then we go back over to, what is this? Nighthawk Way parcel sign. So it's just this building, and over here towards the bins, there's the third piece. So that's the hotel completed. Now, I'm not going into town, I'm not going to buy the parcel straight away. What I'm going to do is head to the sawmill. Because we're going to do a loop, you only start with, half a tank of fuel. So we go down this way, chuck her right here, straight away. And then we go across the bridge. And then we get that loading screen, which is awesome. Now, they have added new sounds when you run into things in your pickup. So you will know, because the hitboxes are quite large in areas where there's nothing and you run into something. So this is why I'm going to show you the way I do it. And hopefully I don't run into something. Right, so we're going to turn the truck off. We're going to get out. And the first piece here at the sawmill is on the post, where the sign is. So then we're going to run around to the back. We've got a pickup truck, semi-trailer there, but we need to go all the way around to the back. Now you'll see a sea container with the crane, and it's actually on the crane's frame. There it is. Now we go back around to collect the third piece for the sawmill. So we go all the way across, and just here on the corner on this wood pile, well, it looks like pallets actually, is the third piece. Right, so instead of running back to your vehicle, you have the bracket keys. Just push one of them and that'll skip you straight back to the vehicle. Saves a bit of time because the time does tick over quite fast, and off we go. So we come out, we turn right straight away. Just watch this corner because there's a hitbox there, and you'll be like, what am I running into? And there's actually nothing there. You'd think they would fix things like that, but unfortunately not. They've made some improvements. Seems to load a little bit better in between the areas. It does render in quite a lot of stuff, so that's why I'm not getting the 100 frames per second. And I am running on Ultra. So we come up here, get another loading in. I think there's another one coming up. That's why I'm not going flat out either, because you do have some tight corners. It can be quite fun going flat out in the pickup. You can get a bit loose. You can still control it. Alright, so we're coming up to where the Bearpaw Lake collecting point is, and same with the boat center. Right, so we're just going to stop here. Turn the truck off, get out, because we're trying to conserve fuel. Right, so let's go get the Bear Paw Lake ones first. So we're just going to run down and collect the 2 for here. And you'll see here on the left when it loads that there is a crashed helicopter down there. And that's what this story relates to. Alright, so you come down to, you see the little right hand, there's a gate here, and it's on the brick part of the fence. Continue back down, and on the left hand side here, just after this first big tree, there's rocks. Come up, and it's just here on this rock. Alright, so again, I'm going to just use the bracket keys to get back up to the truck. Here we are. There's one here straight away. So this is the first one for the boat center. So we'll collect that one. We'll jump back in and just drive down a bit further because these 2 are just near here. But we'll stop here, which is about in the middle of them, because we need to go down this little road, and it's just here on this stump. That's the second one for the boat center. And we won't use the car straight away. Stopping and starting will waste fuel. And the third one is here. Got these trees and there's some rocks, and it's just here. If you get stuck, it's just in the middle section of this little gully. And again, remembering to use the bracket keys to get back to the vehicle straight away, and we'll continue on our way. Right, then we come up here, we just keep coming, and the next point that we're going to go to is the junkyard. There's 2 pieces at the junkyard, and you can also collect the bonnet. That was a Christmas present. I've only been playing the game for a few weeks, and I'm still able to collect it and use it. Now when you come here, you need to stay to the left, because the top bit is a dead end. You can't just drive off the edge. And just be careful through here, because you'll run into a hitbox which you can't see. And we can come through here, sticking it to the left to go up to the junkyard. And one of my favourite things I've found in the game so far is you get a bit of speed up, and then you can just do a big handbrakey. I love that part. I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. Right, so like I said, there's 2 parts here. So you see the bonnet's just standard old bonnet, and just over here is the bonnet. So I want to put it on. So you just click on it, and then bang, it's there. It would be cool if they actually put your old bonnet there, so if you change your mind, you could swap it back, but they can't. Well, they haven't. Right, so the 2 parts in junkyard. First one is here on this tree stump, just opposite where the bonnet was. And then we run down the other end here where it'll say road closed, and you'll see these signs, signs of posts. And then the second piece is just here on the one that's fallen over. Right, so I'm going to use the brackets, go back to the car, and then, or truck, whatever you want to call it, and head back out. So the next one we're going to do is the collapse road on the way to the native village. I'm showing you the driving as well because, you know, otherwise you might be, well, where's this, where's that? So then we come across the bridge. We'll brake a little bit. It's a bit sharp up here. Alright. Now, collapse, there's 2 parts. Going this way, here's the first part. So you see the buildings, this gate, and it's just over here on the broken part of the fence with the tree laying on it. So we'll collect that, jump back in the car, and we'll continue on. So we'll just go up to the second piece, and then straight away we will be doing Wash Plant Springs, Bulldozer available 17% discount. Now we're not going to have the money to do that, so thanks for giving us a discount when we're flat broke. Alright, so you just pull up here where it says road closed, hop out. So you got the road closed sign, the barricades, and here it is. So that's the second part of the collapsed road. Oop. And then we head off to the native village. Alright, so 3 pieces here. One's just here at this car. So we'll turn off, get out. So it's just here at the front left tyre. So click that. So there's one. And the other 2 are inside here. So you've got these totem poles. It's on the rear totem pole. There it is. There's the second one. And then the third one is up here at the shack. Right in front of the stairs. There's the third one. And bracket key again. Back to the truck. Let's go. So next place we're going to stop is the blacksmith. Now the reason why you want to do this is not that, you know, it just saves you money on parts, but fuel. Because you go through a lot of fuel in this game. So you want to try and make it as cheap as possible. So, right, so the blacksmith's first bit is over here at these bins. Just on the front corner there. And then the next bit is actually over here at the blacksmith, which this is where you come to sell your gold or smelt your gold, sell your magnetite, or upgrade your blacksmith, because that's a very important part. Right, so second bit, just here under the chair. I've used the crouch mode to get down and get it. And again, bracket over. There is a fast travel here as well, again, which comes in handy later. But I don't have the 200,000. You only pay it once, and then you've just got to find the other locations to be able to use it. Right, so we have a choice here. We can either go to the shop, to the bank I should say, and lease Old Arnold's, or we can go straight away and start collecting other areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bank. We're going to lease Old Arnold. Because Old Arnold is free to lease. So we're going to lease that. Thank you very much. Because we don't have enough money to lease the other ones. Right, so we'll continue on. We'll just drive straight down. There's a left-hand turn just here. We'll come up here. Now I'm going to engage the diff locks because we're going to need the full drive to get up this hill. Believe it or not, even with no trailer or no load. The old pickup struggles, just through here, it struggles to get up. And we come up and we take a right, which leads us up to the old radio station. And then we come around, slowing down a little bit for this corner. Now there's 3 parts up here. So I'm going to stop at the first part, which is just up here on the right. Just at these trees where you can see there's a bit of a gap between the edge of the road and the trees. And it's at this tree. So we collect that one. Now I'm just going to run up to the other 2. Because they're both very close together, and again we'll just use the brackets. Now one is here on the right hand side, so you've got a stump just near the fence, and it's just there. And the other piece is over along the fence, just here, near the rocks. So we'll just skip back to the truck, and we'll turn around. So now we'll go to the old mine. Heinberg Old Mine, or Hinberg Old Mine, however you say it correctly. Please forgive me. So when we come back down from the radio, we'll come to a fork, and you just stay to the right hand side. A little bit tight through here, so going flat out's not really an option. And again, another fork, stay to the right. Then you'll come down here, you'll see the barriers, so you know you've got a turn coming up, and it's just turn right here, and turn right again. Just follow this path. because there's 3 pieces here that we want to collect. Now the first piece is just as you get to it, just near this do not enter sign. So we'll stop and get out here. Do not enter, just to the left on the ground. There it is. So that's part 1. And the next 2 parts, just keep continuing along. Just down here on this corner. So you see this, looks like some sort of water tower or something. Not very big, but it's just here on the right hand side of the ladder. Alright, so we're not going to drive down, we're just going to run down and collect the 3rd piece. So it's down here and you'll see a beware sign. And it's on that. So beware rocks falling. Again, we'll just use the brackets to go back. So we'll turn around and now we just go back because we can't continue onto the parcel because we don't have access to it yet. Oh, look at that, snowing. Yay! When you come back out, just be mindful of getting too close to the edges and stay to the right because up there is a dead end. So we're going to head back out and now we're going to go and collect the bits from the train line or railroad. You just keep coming out, pull it around. You don't need to turn left and then right. Just stick to the edge of the lake. Come up here. Right, so I'm just going to stop here on the railroad line. And then we just run down the rail line. And the first piece, so you see these buildings, see the stop sign in case there was a train. And just as you get to these bushes that start to come onto the railway line, the first piece is just after that. So it's just here. You can see the buildings there. Right. Now we move on to collect the second piece. And again, we're just going to use the bracket to get back to the vehicle. So you see the machine shop over there where you buy your big equipment. And then you see the railway station, which is obviously no longer in use. And it's just here on the left hand side of the building. So we'll go back to the truck. Start her up, and now we'll go to the magnetite factory and we'll collect the pieces from there. And then we'll continue on and collect the pieces from Old Arnold. Then we'll come back into town because that's when I would start my game proper. So I'm just going to pull up here because there's a couple of pieces just here. Alright, so stop the truck there. Alright, so the first piece to collect is over here. So head towards these trucks and the fence, left hand corner. There it is. Head back towards your pickup. And then there's this building that we just parked beside. And where this blue drum is. Why can't I walk there without having to jump? There we go. There's the second piece. Now we'll jump back in the truck. Drive down a little bit further. Pull up here. Up out again. I'll just walk the rest of the way. So down here towards these 2 diggers, which look strange because they have no cabs. So what are they? Remote control. And there's another piece here in between the 2 tracks. And then we'll head out. So there's 3 pieces in close proximity here. One's down here on the right, just after sea containers, down near these cement blocks. One there. One over here near the bin. The corner in between the bin and the barricade. Now this is where you unload your magnetite. Once you've got the trailer, highly recommend getting the trailer as soon as you can so you can start upgrading your blacksmith to, you know, minimize your losses, reduce the time it takes and reduce the cost. And be able to do more. So there's another piece just here opposite that. So just after that pickup at that drum, and then there's another piece over here at the end of this car, just behind its rear wheel. And then there's one more piece up over here. I could have driven over here, but just for the sake of showing you where it is, to collect it, we will walk. So you've got these pipes that come down, so just after them, where this fence ends, amongst this pile of wood, is the last piece for the factory magnetite area. So we're just going to skip back to the truck, start her up, and then we will head to Old Arnold's. So Old Arnold's down here to the left. Like I said, I could have driven down here before, but trying to minimize the amount of fuel, because as you can see already, we've already used, you know, a quarter of the half a tank that we had, or half of the half. So just as you come through the sign, past the sign, we're going to pull up. Whoop, there we go. There's the noises when you run into things. Like you didn't break anything. So we'll stop here. We'll get out and come down this road to the left. You'll see these 3 cement barriers. Just come through them. Keep coming down. Now you need to go to the bank and lease to be able to get access into here. That's why I showed you going there. So here's the tent. And there's the first piece for Old Arnold. And we will just again skip back to the truck. Make life easy. Why run when we can fly? So driving into the claim, come down past your storage area. And a fast point just there. So we come all the way down. Now you're coming down to where the hog pan area is. So that's just here. We'll pull up just before the tent and the caravan. So hog pan dig site, come in through the fence. Stories is flashing. And there's the last piece for Old Arnold. Now, just to recap, we're only doing what we can access in full price until you get to the point of buying another or leasing. So go back to the start. So factory magnetite area, check. We have all 3. Old Arnold's, we have the 2. The radio station, the 3 from there. The blacksmith, the 2 from there. Native village, the 3. Collapse Road, the 2. Rivertown we can't collect because we don't have access to the parcel. Hotel, we got the 3. That's easiest because that's where you start. Junkyard 2, plus we got the bonnet. The railroad, we got the 2. The Henberg Old Mine, we got the 3. The boat centre, we got the 3. Bearpaw Lake, the 2. Pine Valley again, we don't have access, so we can't collect the 4 from there. Sawmill, we got the 3. The factory, we got the 5 pieces. Or was it just 3? I can't remember how many pieces were there, but we've collected. And again, Nighthawk Parcel we can't collect because we don't have access. Right. So obviously I'm going to do a follow-up video as I gain access to these locations, and that will be done in order from the cheapest. We'll go to the tablet because we can see here that I need 300,000 to lease Rivertown, 500,000 to lease Pine Valley, and then 800,000 to lease Nighthawk. So as I unlock those, I will do a video on where to collect them, because you're going to be doing it later on in your gameplay. If you're doing leaderboards, you can't get access to them straight away. So that's where we're at. Alright, thank you for watching. If you like my content, please remember to hit the subscribe button and give a like or a thumbs down, whichever way you want to go. And until next time, have fun. And don't forget, you can catch me streaming live on Twitch at twitch.tv/mumsygaming. That's MUMSYGAMING. Right. Till next time, have a great day. Have fun gaming. Peace out.